Talk about it. Let's talk about how to secure your crypto like a pro. So if it's not your keys, it's not going to be your coins. I want you guys to understand the difference between ownership and just keeping your keys on a broker that if they get shut down or something like that, you won't have access to your crypto. Or they could even limit how much crypto you could send, withdraw, deposit, etc. And that's not what you want. The whole reason we're trading crypto in the first place is so we can have some freedom over our money, inshallah. So let's talk about it. So hot versus cold wallets. So the vital distinction. Understanding where your private keys live is going to be step one. Understanding where your private keys live is going to be step number one. So the hot wallet is going to be online. Apps on your phone or your computer, for example, Coinbase or MetaMask, keys are on a device connected to the internet. Convenient, but can be hackable. If people guess your Google or hack into your 2FA or multi-factor authentication, etc., then they're going to be able to have access to your crypto. Not what you want, because then they're going to have access to your money. So let's talk about what a cold wallet is. So a cold wallet could be like a USB drive, a little block device, etc. And it's going to be a physical device, and it's a hardware wallet that stores keys offline. And it never touches the internet, and it only signs transactions. So what you can do is buy your crypto on a hot wallet and then transfer it to a offline cold wallet. So it's kind of going to be like cash, but cryptocurrency. So you guys are going to be able to transfer it to hot wallets and transfer it to your bank if you ever need to, etc. So a cold wallet is pretty much going to be like cash, but for crypto. And a hot wallet is going to be like the online live store where you can purchase and store cryptocurrency as well too, but it comes with limitations. Let's continue on. So the seed phrase, also known as the recovery phrase, make sure you guys keep this safe. I don't care if you guys put it inside of a notebook, if you guys write down the keys on a piece of paper. A lot of the times, it's going to be a 12 to 24 key word phrase, okay? And it's going to be random words like this. So for instance, like which, collapse, practice, feed, etc. And then 24, some brokers only do 12, okay? So when you create a wallet, you get 12 or 24 random words, and this is going to be the key to your vault, pretty much. If you lose the words, okay, then you cannot get access to your vault. Once again, if you lose the words, you're not going to be able to gain access to your vault. So never type it in on a computer unless it's somewhere where you feel it's secure and safe. Try not to take photos of it because people can hack into your iCloud. I'm not too sure about Google. I haven't had a Samsung phone in a few years, but I'm sure there's going to be ways that people could access your photos too. And try to write it down on like a piece of paper, multiple piece of paper if you can. Store it somewhere, you know, in case paper gets burned, lost, wet, etc. And try and just store it password protected. If you do store it online, there's going to be ways to password protect your documents. You guys can put it inside of a WinRAR file. WinRAR is going to look like the stack of books. It's going to be an icon. And you should be able to put a .text file, .txt. And you could put it inside the WinRAR and then password protect it. And then you could upload it somewhere, wherever you want, because only you know the password at the end of the day. So keep these words secure and safe. Please, for the love of God, do not lose these words. And there's going to be a lot of phishing scams and stuff like that too. You're going to see online like, hey, I lost my account. And it's going to be a bunch of random words like this. They want you to log in, buy crypto, and they're going to try and take your money. So never try and take people's money. Never log into somebody else's wallet. Okay, be righteous, be focused on God, and be focused on your bag. Stay in your bag. Don't try and scam. Don't try and do little weird stuff trying to get some money real quick. Stop it. Okay, be genuine, work hard, and most importantly, pray every day. So keep these words secure. And you guys can also keep these words for your kids, your family down the line, etc. Just as long as you keep it secure. Stuff happens in life though. Once again, papers could get wet, fires, etc. A lot of stuff goes down. But if you write it down like some metal, keep it with you, and upload it to multiple sources with a password protected form, then you could have your money secure in a nice way. Let's continue on. So hardware wallets, okay, the standard, boom, physical security. To be a pro, you must move significant funds off exchanges such as Coinbase, okay? And how it works. The device generates keys internally, and the keys never leave the chip at all. And you must physically press buttons on the device to approve any outgoing money. So hackers cannot press the buttons remotely. You got to have the actual cold device in front of you. Now, you can't be running your mouth telling everyone on the block, like, yo, I got 10,000, I got 1,000,000 on my crypto wallet right now. You know what I'm saying? That's not playing a good game. Still, you got to be secure, just like if you have cash. You got to worry about little security things. And for verification, you must physically press buttons on the device to approve anything. Okay, so unless somebody actually has it or rob you, God forbid, okay, keep it safe, keep it locked away, keep it inside of a safe, even if you got to, and just keep it secure. And some popular brands are going to go ahead and be Trezor, there's Ledger, Cold Card, and Bitbox. There's going to be some other ones as well too, and they pretty much just look like little USB devices. Now, let me go ahead and tell you guys about something. May God bless his soul. There is a guy who lost his hardware wallet, and he had a bunch of cryptocurrency on it. And he spent millions of dollars clearing a trash excavation site trying to look for it because he accidentally threw it away. So it just like cash, you got to take care of it. There's been times where I've had cash inside of my coat pocket and I accidentally put it inside of the washing machine. And thank God you could wash cash, so it was okay. But like little things like that, like you got to just be on top of it if you're going to have a cold wallet. So if you're lazy, if you're not consistent with your things, you know what I'm saying, things like that might got to change. Pray on it, get better, improve, and just understand that the hardware wallet and cold wallets, you got to take care of them. It's going to be secure, but you got to keep it secure yourself in real life. All right. And the passphrase, the 25th word, the hidden wallet. Advanced security feature supported by most hardware wallets. So the seed phrase plus the passphrase equals a totally new wallet. So if someone finds your 24 words, God forbid, they see wallet A, okay, and it's going to be more of a decoy, okay, a dummy, a fake, but your real money is going to be in your wallet B, which requires the extra word that you memorize. So if you forget the passphrase, then the funds are going to be lost forever. No recovery, there's no support you can go run to like, hey, I lost my money. Like, no. You want to play cryptocurrency, you want to invest in a cryptocurrency, you got to have the responsibility of pretty much being your own bank. Okay? You control when you send your transactions, you control how you store your transactions, and be on top of your stuff. Okay? Just like if you're your own bank, you could choose between cash, digital currency, etc., whatever you want. Okay? Same thing with cryptocurrency. You can go hot wallets, cold wallets, find your sauce, do your thing, and do what feels right for you. Okay, if it feels right in your stomach, then that's just what it needs to be. Okay. So fire and flood protection. So paper burns. Psh. Writing your seed phrase on paper is going to be risky. Houses burn down, pipes burst, stuff could get wet. So you could use things like steel plates. Use a center punch if you guys have ever seen that, kind of like the things that look like braille. So you could use a center punch or you could use tiles to record your seed words on a stainless steel or titanium surface. This way that if anything happens, such as a disaster, God forbid, as long as you don't lose it, it's going to go ahead and be indestructible for the most part. It can survive house fires up to 2,500 degrees Fahrenheit and corrosion, and as well as any water and things like that. And it's just a one-time cost, kind of like a safe if you wanted to keep your cash, jewelry, etc. safe. So it's a small price to pay to secure your life savings absolutely forever. So keep that in mind. There's going to be multiple things you could do, multiple ways you guys are going to be able to keep your money secure and safe. But keep your money to yourself. Okay, evil eye is going to be a very real thing in the world, sadly. So don't be running around telling everyone on the block where you have your cold wallet, where you have your phrase, etc. Okay, keep it just between you and your family. Inshallah. So as far as the security checklist, right? Let's ask ourselves, do we buy a hardware wallet? Okay, because if not, you could go ahead and invest into a treasure ledger. There's going to be multiple ones you could check out. Hop on Amazon, eBay, the internet. There's going to be some hardware wallets you could check out. Okay, if God wills. And write the seed phrase on steel. Try not to do it digitally just in case you ever get hacked, God forbid. And never type the seed phrase into a computer or a browser unless it's password protected. If it's password protected, okay. And try to use the extra passphrase for extreme large amounts in case somebody ever gets your 24 words. And always do a small test transaction first. Okay, you want to do a small test transaction first. So that's going to go ahead and be it. I love you guys so much. Stay prayed up to God. Keep grinding. Don't ever give up, even when things get hard. Pray to God every single day. Try to work out if you guys are feeling any type of anxiety or anything like that about your money. Keep it secure and don't be overly boastful. Okay, spend moderately and catch you guys in the next one. Read Quran and listen to God. It's the easiest way to be successful. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.